Hey,
Hola, amigo.
what you
What's
doing,
up?
Randy? What you doing, Randy?
Oh man, just stealing wives and daughters. Not daughters. How about wives and sisters?
Yeah, yeah, that's probably a better term.
Yeah, every woman's dream, every man's nightmare. I'm the lady's pet and the man's regret.
I heard that, Randy Gary. So guys, if
Daddy
you have
hates
not
them.
noticed, we are having our Halloween episode,
Welcome to
episode 3.
the Plussed Up Podcast.
We here at Plussed Up Podcast. I did get a sweet burn this past weekend. Brandon,
Let's hear it.
he said, you're gonna have to change you plussed up to circled up. That's
That's pretty good. Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Yeah, had a rough go.
Woo! I also got one from Ty that said, what kind of hound you toting?
Yeah.
Tough weekend.
All circle, no plus, baby.
Hey, I stayed out of trouble. We hustled. I mean, it is what it is.
It'd be like that sometimes, man.
Yeah. Yep. Enjoying the comments, the feedbacks. Man, we are getting a lot
The
of
good
great
and the bad.
feedback.
We take constructive criticism too. The good and the bad. We take it all. But
I've had some criticism. I don't know that was constructive. I think it was just haters want to hate.
That's what they do.
But they still fans. Your fans watch you more. Your haters watch you more than your fans do. So,
P.T. Barnum said, "Don't even matter.
Too.
It don't even matter if they're laughing, as long as they notice."
Hey, amen. We'll take y'all's likes and subscribes and views. We'll take that too. So thank y'all for listening. Keep sending in the good and the bad, the ugly. We'll take it, man. We're loving life, riding high. All circle, no minus.
That's right.
But
anyway, let's get into the news desk. What happened this weekend?
News desk, man. We only had a plethora of hunts here. Got a bunch of news. So I'll start off the first one with the UMCA Mississippi State Hunt in Grenada, Mississippi. I saw that they had a coon hunt. I saw the name of Rufus 1 and Wilma come in second. I don't know. I didn't see how many dogs was listed, or they didn't list the handlers or nothing like that. And
it's at least two.
At least
yeah,
there was at least 2 dogs. So, and I assume there was under 4.
Not bad.
Under 5.
Not bad for a cur dog coon hunt.
Well, while we're talking about cur dog coon hunts, we have a special episode coming to the podcast today.
What?
We're going to have an episode only on cur coon dog hunting. And that concludes the cur coon dog hunting.
I figured it'd be about that long.
No, I have seen, we're going to get to this news, but I have seen a lot of people, one in particular was voicing his opinion that he wanted to see more cur coon hunters on podcast. We'll reach out to some.
I would too. But I don't know. Can you name 5? Can you name 5 people? 5.
Well, I can name 5.
That coon hunt with their cur dogs on the regular. Not every now and again. I'm talking about a couple times a month.
Okay. So let me start it off right here. You ready?
Can you name 10?
No, we're going to do 5. We're going to do 5.
We better leave it at 5. Yeah.
We're going to do Jeremy Garner.
You're right.
Clifton Robinson,
Okay.
Jeremy Garner,
And Clifton Robinson.
Clifton Robinson.
Yeah.
You're
So there's
sick.
4.
D. Patton.
Okay.
He does.
All right. We got to 5.
And man, there's a man. I ought to be ashamed. Last name's Henderson. He does a lot of coon hunting up there. Lost Bottoms Boys. He does a lot of winning too. But I shouldn't. I should be able to. Brent Henderson, maybe. I think's his name. But anyway, so there's 6. We got, Brent, D, Jeremy, Clifton,
Jeremy, and Clifton. Yeah.
We'll see about getting one of the 4 on, But anyways, on to further news. At the same event, the next day on Saturday, that was Friday night. On Saturday, they had the squirrel hunt.
Okay.
And at the squirrel hunt, I see Adam Patterson won with a female named Kate. All of these are supposed to be cur dogs. They're registered cur dogs. Now, we go by what's on their papers. Sugar with Bob Osborne come in second. And DJ with Bobby Clark out of Mississippi. Well, all 3 of them are from Mississippi, winning top 3 at the Mississippi hunt.
Oh, well.
So
I wonder if they had anybody that was not from Mississippi at that hunt.
I know of 5 people, and all 5 are from Mississippi. I don't know if Melissa and them live in Mississippi too. They live down there next to Florida. Or Alabama, I'm sorry. Now they're next to Alabama. I guess everybody's from Mississippi that I know. So hit us with the next hunt.
Yeah, the $100 USDC blue ribbon hunt in Kentucky. This past Saturday, it was split by Link, handler Braxton Smith, and Slim, handler Ashton Hall. Now, I've got some issues with this because they didn't put the dogs' full names, and let's do some promoting. Let's get a little bit better, guys. I mean, how lazy you got to be just to put Slim? You can't put OBX Slim Shady. Like,
I mean, it's
I know it takes some effort, but
got 10 extra letters.
Yeah, but that's both those guys are swinging hammers. Slim and Link.
Crushing the competition.
Yep.
Man, that's pretty cool. I do like the name Slim Shady. I don't know about Link. I don't know if it's Chain Link or
the Missing Link.
The Missing Link. I don't know what his name is, but apparently both of them done really good. They split 700, so
I'd split.
Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. The next up, I see one of the 2023 NKC World Hunts.
1 of 4.
Okay, so the first one I've seen of this year, Jukebox Siri won.
She's won a lot of stuff.
A lot.
Yeah, she's won a lot of stuff.
A lot. Is Siri the one that's on the Garmin box, the Garmin mini box, or is that I think that's Siri on there.
I think it's Siri, but I'm not for sure. But I'd forgotten about that. I think it might be Siri.
One of them jukebox dogs is on the Garmin mini box. So that's pretty cool. But and then second place was Taylor's Ridge Gabby. I don't know the handler's name because they didn't post it. And I also don't know which. I know the jukebox guys have a bunch of people that hunt their dogs. I don't know which one actually won. And then third was Pleasant Home Storm.
A bobtail walker dog.
She is blanket back.
Yeah, she's tricolor. Good looking dog.
Good looking dog, man. Good looking dog. Blanket back looking tricolor dog. With a short tail.
She's got a Pearl. Is she off of Josh's dog Pearl?
I don't know exactly. I hadn't seen her pedigree. I want to say it all come from Mississippi, but I might be wrong. I want to say that was the dog Jonathan White and them had. I might be wrong about that though.
Maybe so.
Might be wrong. If it's not right, let us know. We'll let you fill up our inbox.
Yeah, the NSD October You got October 21st hunt. The Arkansas Division 1 was Porcupine Mountain Bend with Shane Shriver. Second place was Porcupine Mountain Grace with Mike Rush. And third place was Lost Bottom Spike with D. Patton. That those Porcupine Mountain dogs showed up, didn't they?
Yeah. I think all
Holy
7
smokes.
were at the hunt. I don't know. I know one of the Porcupine Mountain dogs was in Mississippi. Yeah, that I must have had a misprint on that information. It's supposed to be October 27th or 28th, whatever
27th.
was.
Yeah.
So, all right, Mississippi Division 2 hunt. Ken Grice with Porcupine Mountain Flow wins the hunt. Harlow's Dead Creek Dancer was Zachary Brown. Yep. Oh, Harlow. Oh, Dancer.
Miss
And
Dancer.
Harlow's One Shot Roscoe. Michael Harlow.
That's a new dog. New dog on the scene.
First hunt, coming third.
What is Roscoe?
He's a big walker dog.
I got you.
Big walker dog.
Okay. Harlow likes walker dogs.
He told me if it wasn't Walker, it wasn't nothing to him.
Yeah. Okay.
But he told me he loves them. That's the way of the future for him. He really enjoys hunting that style of dog. You know, big mouth, big nose, and
a lot of tree power.
Yeah, a lot of tree power.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. North Carolina Division 4. You got Pole Creek Stubbs, Chad Crozer, Moonshine Maggie with Neil Townsend, and Possum Hollow Copper, who didn't even have a handler, apparently. Like I don't know who his handler was. Maybe his dog, or maybe the dog's name is Possum Hollow, and the guy handling name is.
Well, if you want me to be honest, the name wasn't on there, or I didn't see the name. Either one of two things happened. A, I missed the handler's name, which is
possible.
That's
possible.
Very possible. And B, they didn't have it on there. And after seeing some of the posts,
that's possible too.
That's very possible too. Ohio Division 4. Cleo, Logan Hester. Man, Cleo. Romeo, Tom Smith in the second. Yep. And Susan with Clay Stevens in third. That's a lot of
farm jump right there.
A lot of jump. Yeah. You know, all 3 of them were not cur dogs. Considered hound. I guess Romeo's considered what, a tree? A hound?
Ex-hound. Cross-hound. Yeah, cross-hound. Yeah, but the bird dog's not cur. It's from like the hound series or.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. I didn't know exactly.
Yeah, the hound group. Yeah, the hound group.
Hound group.
You got West Virginia Division 1. You got Williams Triple X Sassy. Abe Ryan was a handler. Timber Hawk got second with Jay Griffeline.
Yeah, so I took the name off of a scorecard. They scribbled it down. It looked like half cursive, half English, and so congratulations to them, Jay Griffin.
No third place.
Well, I didn't. It was a 2-dog final.
I got you.
So congratulations, Abe and Jay, on that.
There's some coon hunting stuff going on too, wasn't it?
Coon hunting. So I don't know if y'all know it, and the videos are still on there. You can go to the Pro Sport webpage on Facebook, or Facebook page rather. They had a pretty cool thing. Dogs qualify to hunt for Dog of the Year. You don't automatically win it. You get the top 16 dogs for the year qualify for a final hunt for placement for Dog of the Year. And Dog of the Year was No Gamble Gunpowder, handled by Dustin Weed, owner Levi Stevenson, and Travis Black. Now, Dustin Weed's dad is the one that won the senior pro PKC World Hunt last weekend.
Yeah.
Yep. And speaking of, they had the Dog of the Year hunt Then they turned around the next 2 nights and had 2 different pro sport hunts. And Dustin Wee got in both Final Fours. He won $20,000 this past weekend.
Mm.
Pretty good weekend.
Yeah,
Read
that's
off
a
that
good
night
yeah.
one there. Pro
Do what
Sport
now?
night one, that Pro Sport night one hunt. I don't know the exact placement. I think it was Hobo with Jeff Rickliff. Shots fired with a question mark. That means I don't know who was handling it. No name. And then Jed with Jason Daugherty, I believe is how they pronounce his name. He's real outspoken. Go follow him. And he's been on several podcasts. And Out with Weed. So that was night one's Final Four.
Yeah, night 2, Hobo and Jeff Reckliff again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You got Hottie with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Time with somebody handling. Ghost Handler. And then you got Powder.
Was Dustin Wheat.
I got you. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's pretty salty. Win $20K in one weekend.
I'd like to do it.
Yeah. As long as I don't have to pay the entry fees, I'm in. I've
spent $20K in a weekend, but I've never won $20K in a weekend.
Amen. You might. You go into that you go on some of these hunts, ain't you?
Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. That's a rumor. That could go in the rumor mill. I may or may not be going. Who knows?
Rumor mill. Which topic you want to jump to? You want to jump to some hot topics or some training pins first?
Let's do the training pin, hot topic, then go to some Facebook questions. How about that?
Okay. All right. So the training pin question of the week. Do you think it's a good idea to let dogs run loose and start themselves?
Good question. I used to. That's how I started a lot of dogs. And they can learn a lot of stuff running loose. They can learn more stuff running loose than what you can teach them. But if they are left up to their own devices and they're running around with other dogs and other dogs are treeing and they're treeing and it creates some bad habits, some horrible habits that sometimes can be, really hard to get the dogs out of. And, like one of my favorite philosophers, Little John, said, "Don't start no shit, won't be no shit." So, yeah. And that really, drives home to me when it comes to dogs. And so at one time, I just let them run loose, and man, they'd tree. You'd hear them treeing in the morning. They'd tree, and they'd say treat all the time. But they get to where they're timbering squirrels, which is not a bad thing for a squirrel dog. But when you're trying to be a competition hunter, and your dog is treeing, and he's looking around for squirrels as he's treeing, that's not ideal.
Yeah.
And flying to another dog when another dog trees and things like that. If dogs are pack animals genetically, inherently. So how I'm going to do it in the future, I do have a squirrel pen. I'm just breaking mine off individually now. And they may not get started quite as early, but I just don't want them with another dog.
Yeah.
Not at this point.
I like it.
That's kind of where I'm at on that. If you can turn them loose by themselves, and maybe not for a prolonged period of time, and once they start treeing, don't let them run loose anymore. Start carrying them so you can start honing on them and tuning on them.
Yeah. The biggest thing is, I also think that, like, even starting puppies with other dogs, I see the puppy wanting to run with the other dog until the other dog gets treed. So that kind of makes a habit of wanting to be around another dog in the woods. Well, that's not real ideal for me. Now, if you're pleasure hunting and that's what you want, obviously, more power to you. You need to do what you want your dog to do. If you want your dog to be packed up with other animals, then hey, if you want them all to tree together, let them run loose. You know, we're looking more at the competition side of it. I get it. We don't want ours with another dog or around another dog or coming to another dog. If you want your dog to honor your buddy's dog and let's go out there and kill a tailgate slap full, I don't know that it's a huge deal. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
all right, hot topics of the week. So,
yeah, what you got? You had an interesting weekend, so
whew, I have debated on whether I wanted to talk about this, and I've come up with I judge the cast. So we're going to talk about hunt arguments, and not necessarily hunt arguments. I'm gonna give my observation on something that happened at a hunt this past weekend, and I've already heard several people's call me and ask me, and they're asking this and that, and you know, it's kind of like the drama of the week or whatever. And I figured if I can't talk about it, then it's hard for me to talk about somebody else or something that happens on somebody else's cast. So I'm just gonna go on and get it out there.
yeah,
Now
you
I'm
don't
not
want to be a
gonna name the
hypocrite.
hunters. I'm not gonna name the hunters. I'm just going to say Hunter A and Hunter B. So, you know, and I'm not going to talk about the whole cast. I'm going to give my observation on what turned the tide in the cast from a fun cast to it didn't matter if one hunter said he thought the sky was blue, the other one's going to say it was red. So, what are you doing?
Hi. I'm sorry. Hang on. Proceed.
But anyway, we Hunter A treed his dog, and it got down in the tree time. It was about 20 yards from us, and you know, we backed up a little bit. It might have been 30 or 40 yards. I don't know. It was well within sight, and the dog got on the tree, and he treed there pretty hard for a minute, and he treed him in. And after a minute was gone of his church time, of his tree time, the dog kind of gets down and trots over 20, 25 feet and goes straight back to the tree and goes to treeing. And Hunter B says, that dog's loose. That dog's loose, Judge. And I'm the judge. And I said, I've got where the dog went to. Dog trees again for about 20 or 30 seconds and gets down and goes pretty much to the same spot. When I say he trots over, like gets down and moves over there within 3 or 4 seconds and goes straight back to the tree within 3 or 4 seconds, like nowhere close to even having to put the 15 on him. You know, and
okay.
Long story short, he goes over there and handles his dog. Well, I walk over there to where I saw the dog at. And I mean, his dog's not very far, so I saw exactly where it was at. And Hunter B said, he said, that he thought the dog went out of his steps. And, I said that Randy's ready to get in, but I'll finish this. So,
okay.
I told him, I said, man, we can measure it. And that started a little bit of a confrontation. And the Hunter A thought that Hunter B was trying to question and trying to just cause drama.
Mm-hmm.
And he might or might not have been. So at that, kind of tensions went up a little bit when it was clearly not out of the steps. And then during Hunter A's search time, 5-minute search time, right in the middle of it, Hunter B says, Judge, do you got my dog? Well, I'm looking up, you know, actively looking for the squirrel. We're walking from tree to tree.
Yeah,
I'm
in a
standing next
different.
to this
Okay.
big, loud dog.
in a different member of the cast during his hunt time, right?
Yeah, during Hunter A's hunt time, during Hunter A's search time for his tree, his 5-minute search time. I'm walking around looking for a squirrel for him, with him. Judge's got to see it, non-hunting judge. Hunter B hollers at me, "Tree my dog." I look at him and said, "I can't hear your dog. I can't take your call." Well, Hunter B says, "Well, I can hear my dog," and kind of throws his hands up and points just in a direction, which, granted, I could hear a dog that I knew wasn't his dog. It was a big walker dog.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hunter B, I can hear a dog, but I cannot hear your dog over this dog that I'm standing 5 feet from that's barking every breath." And all this is going on during Hunter A's search time. Well, Hunter A is looking around because there's a big, "Well, let me take the secondary judge and he can go and take my call and we'll go to my dog." Works. And I told him, I have to hear his dog and I have to take his call. Well, he kind of got a little bit of an attitude with his posture and whatnot and kind of sulked over there. And after all this is going on, of this guy trying to get his dog on the scorecard that I clearly couldn't hear, and this and that, Hunter A's like, "Man, how much time I got left on my search time?" Well, I look down, and he's got like 30 seconds. So Hunter A is aggravated because Hunter B is starting an argument in his search time. And I understand why Hunter A was aggravated. He ended up getting a little bit of reflection in his voice saying, "If you want to play hardball, we can play hardball, and this and that." And he never said a cuss word. He never said nothing. Now, you could tell he was clearly mad. That being said, I would have been mad too because he probably I don't know how much time he eat up, but it was a big rigmarole. And, as a judge, I shouldn't have sat there and argued with him, but I got a member of the cast trying to leave the cast and trying to take a secondary judge, and the secondary judge didn't know. He knows the rules, but he's never been a judge.
And you can't leave you can't leave a cast. You can't leave a cast while active search time's going.
Yes. So it ended up being a big ordeal, and the rest of I told Hunter A to calm down, and it's over with. We're not gonna. He never said anything out of the way. He just kind of, I'm not gonna say hollered, but he had some reflection in his voice because he was aggravated and said, "If you want to play hardball, we'll play hardball." And we squashed it, but they still was not. They was not tickled to death to be around each other. Yeah. And that being said, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm trying to judge these two gentlemen that don't want to be around each other, and both of them wants to win. I understand it. I'd have been mad if I got my search time taken away by somebody.
Yeah.
In a final cast. So it is what it is.
I understand. I get that. And being a judge is tough sometimes, especially if there's people involved that you're friends with, that you're hunting buddies with. I was in a cast a couple of weeks ago that got out of hand, and I was trying to set a precedence, but it didn't go the way I was trying to. It didn't go the way I intended, and one of the guys on the cast felt like he was being cheated and like a legitimate, like he felt like I was bending the rules. And I was being lax with the rules, but it's a division hunt. But I was being lax with the rules the first round. I was being more lax with the rules. And I'm not saying I was avoiding the rules. I just wasn't putting a 3 on a dog as fast as what I would say if it was like a state hunt or a world hunt or something like that.
Yeah.
Looking back, I'd changed a few things. I've talked to him separately. I talked to another gentleman that was on the cast separately. I talked to the spectators. I talked to the secondary judge. Talked to everybody. And I tried not to be a judge on this cast too, but there wasn't anybody else.
Oh, me too. I did not want to be the judge.
But you know, you can learn from your mistakes, and like you're only human, and like all this stuff is at the spur of the moment. You're getting a lot of different things thrown at you at one time, and
Yeah.
you can just get better and move on.
You know, and what I told was obviously my opinion. Hunter A might have a different opinion the way he saw it, or he might be the same as mine. And Hunter B might not have had the same opinion of a way it went down. But a lot of times we don't understand the, I guess, attitude that our body is putting off, or our vocals, or what.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's easy to think that we ain't done nothing, and we might have done a lot. I don't. This saying, and here's the other side of it. This hunter jumps on this hunter's side, and this hunter jumps on that hunter's side, and next thing you know, there's a bunch of crap being talked about each other on the internet, when all you're getting is this person's view or that person's view.
Mm-hmm. There's three sides to every story: his side, and the truth. Hardly anybody ever tells the truth. It's always one side or the other.
Well, I just saw it from my point of view, and that's
Yeah.
the way I saw it. And you know, I tried to be as fair as possible. I actually, Hunter A at the end had a chance to win, and he saw a squirrel, and a visitor saw a squirrel. I didn't see the squirrel, so
You can't plus it.
they was tied and had to go on into. Well, it's supposed to be a 10-minute overtime. I did mess up with that. I read the rule wrong. I read the rule, pointed it out. I told him it read to me like we was going into sudden death. Since then, I know we're supposed to go into a 10-minute overtime. But I read the rule like sudden death. I said, if you can show me where it says 10-minute overtime, we'll go in 10-minute overtime. Both of them was okay with it. So we went into sudden death, and you know what? It is what it is. I'd rather not be a judge. So, but if I am judging, we're going by what the rules say. It's the only way you can be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a bad situation. You know, in my opinion, we should not be beating up on judges, because I'm not getting paid nothing to be there. Matter of fact, I would have rather have went home and hanging out with my family as I had sitting there playing judge and mediator at the daggum this hunt. You know what I mean? I was already out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't care anything about sitting there and arguing with these two gentlemen and trying to play I don't know, trying to play whatever. So
You're a good man, Cody. You're a good man. Theo.
Well, invite Randy if you can get him in here. I'm trying to invite him, and I don't see it.
Man. Oh Lord. I've already hang on. I have already exited. Give me a second. I will.
Let's see here.
Hey, I got a fan question for Randy. Somebody
What
messaged me. So Randy may have well, we got a couple mutual friends actually, but my buddy Jason Walker want to know if Randy had a buck lined out for tomorrow morning.
Well, I just seen him invite.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him a message right quick and tell him to come on. So we told him we was dressing up. We didn't tell him that one of the costumes was, in fact, Randy Gary.
I wonder how much we're gonna favor each other. I think a lot.
I don't know. He is a funny guy now. He tickles me to
He is
death.
a funny guy. Yeah, you know, like with me dressing up as Randy and stuff like that. Like I'm making fun, but I'm not making fun of him with any kind of malice or anything like that. In fact, if I make fun of someone, it's usually because I like them or I respect them a lot or whatever. Like I'm I'm not gonna make fun of somebody to try and embarrass them or try to hurt their image or whatever. It's always in good fun.
I'm gonna be honest, Randy. I love seeing his content. He tickles me to death.
He is a character. Like he doesn't live very far from me. Like where my office is, he's just right down the road. I'm probably gonna try to line up some hunts with them patch hounds this year because I won't be very far from it.
You know what we should have done on the hunt sell cool, but I don't know enough about them. We should have done rabbit dog breeds.
Man, I don't know enough about them either.
I don't know a good one from a bad one. All I know is they run rabbit.
I know he's got a bunch of limit spotted ones.
Yeah. Well, he said if it wasn't white, it wasn't right.
Yeah. Which I'm not crazy about limit spotted dogs. I actually have a limit spotted Mullins. That's not worth anything, but he's so ugly he's cute. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of cool looking, and he's and my kids love him, but he's worthless.
I thought that all Mullins were guaranteed.
He didn't fit it.
Well, while we're waiting on Randy, let's hit this rumor mill right quick.
All right, let's hit it.
I heard something about the NSD is coming up with a power rankings to
what?
Yeah, they're coming up with power rankings to see how many times your dog trees and how many squirrels it trees and such as that. So be looking forward. It might come out before this post, but if it does,
it'll keep up with how many minuses you take, how many circle trees you got, and how many plus points you have.
Yeah, and cast wins and such as that. I gotta. I don't know if I was supposed to say all that, but I don't know that I was supposed to say that. Don't have.
Yeah.
So,
like I can see where that's kind of cool to look at or whatever, but I don't know how accurate that'll be on as far as like on how good of a squirrel dog it is or whatever, because some people can find squirrels better than other people. Some, if you go hunt certain areas of the country, there's more squirrels.
Yeah. Well,
depends on the handler. Like if you're handling your dog, and then I come in and handle him, I don't know your dog as well, and I'm quick on the trigger, and I start calling Gunner on first bark, bam, and he leaves a couple trees because he's not treed. Well, is that going to reflect on the dog?
Well, that's a good question. I really don't know that I was supposed to talk this much about it.
Well, hey, you don't have to go in detail. I'm just asking questions, making statements, asking questions.
So we might need to leave that for next week for the fact mail. So all y'all have heard on the podcast so far is NSD power rankings. You haven't heard anything else.
Yeah.
So
what about the what else we got? We got the Elite Handler series that
Elite Handler series.
That Joy's coming out. That's gonna have some squirrel dogs in it. I hear.
I heard that they're gonna have a squirrel dog division, but they're starting with the coon dogs. So they're gonna. And what Josh said on the Joy podcast that comes out on Tuesdays, he says that they are going to try to eventually have it so that they have their own like channel, so you can watch coon hunts from your house with great audio, great video, commentary, all the editing and all that. And instead of watching a football game on Friday night, you can watch two people battle it out for $10,000 or something.
I wonder if that'd be like on Patreon or something like that, where you got to pay like $5 a month or whatever to get that exclusive content.
Well, I think so. There's a couple places I like dirt bike races, and I have to do Peacock to do that. So you have to do that on there. Hang on just a second. Randy's calling me. Well, Randy's not calling me. I don't know what's going on. It says it won't let him on the link. Can you try to send it to him and see if it changes anything?
I will attempt. So I got to get back. Let's see.
But anyway, so you have to watch dirt bike races on Peacock. So there's like a channel that has certain sports and dirt bike and motor sports and stuff such as that. So they might have their own $5 a month add-on or something like that. And I would buy it. I mean, if they've got good quality product coming out, I'd like to see it. So I'm going to support the people out there trying to support us.
That's right.
Speaking of supporting us, we got a sponsor.
Hey, we have a sponsor with Icon Fitness. Icon Fitness takes a unique approach to fitness where they believe that each member shouldn't cater to the gym should cater to them. So they're open 24 hours a day. And they have equipment in there that is made by Hoist, which is the Ferrari, the Lambo of fitness equipment. And they're open 24/7. Give them a call at 318-539-2335. Danielle or Jay will get you fixed up with a membership.
Yeah.
Icon Fitness.
For an everyday pump or
yeah. What you working with? How big's your arms, Cody?
22 inches.
What? 22? Yeah.
Not that big.
I'm at 15.
They're so big they won't fit in the screen.
Yeah. I'm keeping mine at 15 3/4.
Oh, 22s. And I'm not talking about rims.
Yeah, that's right.
But some other facts.
What else we got?
We got the futurity for the foxhounds, which is kind of like their world hunt. It is in Grenada, Mississippi. They normally turn loose something like 500, 800 dogs or something crazy.
At one time?
At one time.
It
is insane. Gosh. Yeah, and it's an open, like it's in the woods. It's not in a pen. Open woods. And they also say that the amount of people, they have people from Canada, people from all over the country coming, and it's a big.
That one event is what gives all of us dog hunters a bad name. They turn loose on private ground, 500 hounds, and runs all the deer out of Mississippi.
Oh, don't tell that.
No.
They ain't run no deer. They run fox only.
If you let 500 dogs out at one time, well, I would like to be on a pipeline somewhere with like a machine gun and waiting for them deer to come out because they coming.
They don't run deer. These are fox only dogs.
They gonna run. I mean, the deer's gonna dodge the dogs. Come on, man. 500 walker dogs.
They got them trained.
So where are they turning loose at? So that's got to be.
So
that's got to be a hell of a public place.
So you're asking a bunch of questions I don't know the answers to. They're let's see. Their host. They have a place that has a bunch of kennels. Man, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like it's like a fairground, I guess you'd say, with a bunch of kennels. But I want to say they said that one weekend, or it's actually a week-long event, and they say the 1 week puts a lot of revenue for hotel rooms, cabins, food, gas stations. I mean, you got to think that many people coming into town in Grenada, Mississippi. No, have you ever been to Grenada, Mississippi?
I don't think we're about is that in Mississippi.
It's gonna be I guess it's gonna be kind of central Mississippi, maybe north central.
Yeah.
But when you're going through Grenada,
Hey.
it's like yes.
Yeah. So I have some bad news. I don't think Randy's gonna be able to get on. He said he won't hook up.
Oh my gosh, and we was fired up about it too.
Really fired up. Yeah. But
Dang.
that's all right.
Well, I hate it for him because he was supposed to go hunting today, and
hey, he still got time.
well, I get it, but I don't guess he's got a laptop. I don't know if Randy has that much smart objects in his house. He's more of a, I guess you could say, a hunter instead of a technological person, which is ironic because he started kind of the first video platform for hunting dogs.
Hey, so I just clicked on the link that I sent him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you have to copy the link and then go to your
Safari and put it in.
yeah.
You
Yep, that's
texting
what
him
you have
that?
to do. Excuse me. Well, I mean,
You
it
gonna
says
message him
that.
that?
Yeah, I will. It says that, but
Well, shoot him that message right quick while we're going. I'll talk about some of the upcoming events while you're trying to get that
okay.
on there. Upcoming hunts. We have, I think this will be November the 3rd. It'll be the Integrity Series, the first hunt for the Integrity Series. It will be in South Carolina. They have, I want to say they have 3 different hunts. It's kind of like a 3 different pro hunts at the same location. So you have a 500, a 200, and a 100, I believe. And Caleb Wilson has done a pretty good job because they've sold it out. And I actually saw somebody wanting to buy a spot, and there wasn't one for sale. So that's normally pretty tough, but they done a pretty good job on that. You know, they have a rule set that's different from everybody else. No third trees. I want to say if you get there after 30 seconds, you're not, obviously you're not getting scored. So second tree only.
Right.
They're not wanting backpacking and such as that. So it's pretty neat situation. If you're interested in it, go to the Integrity. Is it the Integrity Squirrel series on, or is it just the Integrity series? I think it's the Integrity Squirrel series on Facebook.
I think it's Integrity Squirrel series. Yeah.
Yeah. Just go to that. Check out the links. They ought to have some hunts. I don't know if they're all sold out yet. I know Caleb Wilson's kind of spearheading it. He's going to try it for a year. He told me, you know, if it does successful, then they'll keep doing it. And if not, then they'll go back to doing something different. But he said his problem is too many people complain about other things that's going on, but yet, you know, if they don't want to come and contribute and help out, there ain't no sense in doing it. NSD hunts.
I hope it does well for him.
Yeah. NSD hunts, 11/4/23. You have 5 hunts on that day. These are 4 division hunts and 1 invitational. You got a division hunt in Indiana, Division 1, Kentucky, Division 5, Mississippi, Division 4, which is Bobby Clark's hunt, Texas, Division 1. I don't know whose hunt it is. You?
Yeah, I think Texas only has one division, and that'll be
Okay.
Shane Shriver and Lance Hughes. They put on a heck of a hunt.
And then there is a Tennessee 9-dog $100 invitational. I don't know if it's the same guys. Like they might have it figured out. Invitation only.
Just invite your buddies.
Yeah. Well, sounds like a good idea to me. But it is what it is.
Yep.
What about the NSF Feist hunts?
Yeah, so it'll be in Donovan, Missouri, at the Bradley fire station.
Yeah.
Mr. Danny Williams puts that on. It's the Mark Twain National Forest. They have a lot of squirrels in Missouri this year, and it will be a heck of a hunt. Mr. Danny always puts on a good hunt. Though the woods and the cast spots are fantastic. It's one of my favorite hunts to go to.
Yeah.
I will not be attending. We're going to. My wife has me doing Maine to Maine, which is allegedly the longest the longest yard sale in the world. But apparently you have the largest yard sale in the world in your backyard too.
So
I don't.
So this is funny because you told me that y'all had the longest, or I told you that we had the longest one of the two. And I live on the 25, and that's the longest one. You said you live on Maine to Maine, which is the longest one. So I looked it up. There's only about 10 or 20 yard sales that claim the
Claim to
largest.
be number one. Yeah.
So it's their lie. They're telling it.
Anyway, I'll be at Maine to Maine selling everything we have.
Like, was that jacket behind you for sale?
The NSD jacket?
Yeah.
I'll probably keep that one. Even, I always say I'm not big on jackets or whatever.
You're the man that said you don't like the jacket. Look at this jacket here.
Yeah, well, I'm not like crazy about it. Like, I mean, I don't wear them. Like, I don't wear them out and about. I don't wear them to another hunt or anything like that. I'd rather have like a plaque to go on the wall.
Yeah.
But
what about that cowboy hat? Is it for sale?
Oh, hey, that's what my daughter wore squirrel hunting the other day.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
She was chasing we found a bunch of butterflies, like monarchs, the orange ones, We found a bunch of them out in kind of like a cutover. And she had a big time chasing them and scaring them. I almost took a picture of it. It'd been a cool picture, but I was just admiring her having so much fun and looking so cute.
So I got a question for you. There's two different Feist hunts this weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
One on the 3rd, which is a Missouri $100 Feist Pro shootout. And on the 4th, it's a Missouri major.
Yeah.
Where'd the major come from?
So that was a marketing deal. So a major, instead of calling it a state hunt or a grand hunt or whatever, or just a hunt, because it was just an all Feist hunt. And I don't have, like, I don't get the credit for it, but I believe James Byram and Jamie Anderson and I guess Chad whatever.
Wagner,
yeah. It escaped me. It escaped me for a second. So, excuse me. They're the three that started the NFBA, and I believe it was Jamie that called them majors, or maybe I don't know. But anyway,
well, I had a theory behind it.
We started calling them majors, and we started acting like it was the biggest hunt in the country. And it kind of become the biggest hunt in the country. Like we manifested. Like we acted like it was going to be big. And we had puppies to raffle. We had a puppy raffle. We had a bago tournament the Friday night before. I said cornhole. My cousin called me and said, I got bago boards. And I was like, okay.
Same thing.
Well, you got cornhole advertised. I was like, yeah. Cornhole sounds raunchier, you know. It sounds like it just sounds more appealing to me. And he's like, well, we're playing Bago. I'm like, well, is there a difference? And he's like, yeah, there is. If you have cornhole advertised and people show up and we're playing Bago, it's gonna be some questions asked.
What kind of questions?
Yeah, right. But anyway, but he's like really into Bago and or cornhole or whatever it was. Anyway, I tried to get him to be on my team. I was gonna have like a ringer so I could win. He had his own teammate, didn't want to be on my team, and they dominated. And that's the only Bago tournament we had. But anyway, we do a Friday night social to get everybody talking, fellowship. And at that time we were weighing dogs and measuring dogs. We try to get some of that stuff done Friday before. And we do a love offering. And we do like a prayer or whatever. And I'd say, hey, it's a $10 love offering. You can pay it if you want or not. That's between you and Jesus, not me. So kind of guilt them a little bit to tip. So the Friday night, we kind of pay for the breakfast we'd have Saturday, and the breakfast would pay for the lunch we had on Saturday, and then the lunch was all profit. And then we had Jody Mullins donated a puppy to us. This is at the state line hunt we had. We had like 38 dogs entered. There's over 100 people there. Like we had over 100 people walking around at my little farm, and like it was a great event. It really was. Too much work though. I do not like. I don't like pumping up those hunts anymore. It's too much work for 1 or 2 or 3 people, and I like the 9 dogs, maybe 12 dogs at most. I like the smaller hunts now. Like anywhere between 9 to 15 is what I'm shooting for. Just as one guy hosting a hunt. Now we might try to do the state hunt a little bigger this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To be determined.
I had I figured it out. I don't know what. Have y'all read what it says? Did you even read it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the link. Yeah, I sent it to him. Randy said he couldn't paste. He said, I don't know how to paste.
It says click the share icon at the bottom right, and then click on Safari. Like
it. So I did it. I clicked the copy. You see where it says copy? Copy link?
Yeah.
I clicked that. Then I went to Safari or my web browser. I put it up there in the top. I hit paste. And it went straight to it. It went straight to the studio. So, hey, no biggie. Sorry, Randy. Our apologies. We tried. We really did.
So I had a idea as to why it was called a major.
Okay. Let's hear it. Yeah, sure.
Because
you're wrong. You're wrong, but go ahead.
What do you think I'm going to say?
I have no idea.
Because it's a major accomplishment for a Feist to win a competition.
I mean, hell, your Feist has won 2 this year. So,
hey, is that what the papers say? Is that what the papers say?
I'm just going by measurements.
Oh, well, if that's true, then Andy Curley's dog ain't gonna make it in.
Oh yeah, some of them don't.
Oh, it's just whoever's dog measures at the time. Them dogs as big as my dog.
It depends on who's measuring too.
Y'all got me messed up. What about So that's funny. Man, I'm still trying to get Randy on here. What about the listener question of the week? Can you? We had a guy that messaged in. He has several questions. We'll try to answer a couple of them. So do you want me to read what he sent, or are you gonna read it?
I'll tackle it.
Okay.
All right. I have a 9-month-old OMCBA pup. I've been taken to the woods 3 to 5 days a week since I got her at 5 months old. She shows a lot of interest at times and is very gamey. I've hunted her around some super nice squirrel dogs, but this is my first time to train a dog, and this is my first time to train, and I'm very adamant about wanting to take her to the correct steps. He's not wanting to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, so number one, how can I get her to leave my feet? She's very bad about wanting to hang around my feet. Number two, how can I help her bark on the tree? She is completely silent on the tree.
Yeah.
And number three, she snaps at my yappy Feist and even jumped on her one time at the tree. Excuse me. How can I correct this without making it a bad experience? It's a lot of things to unpack right there.
It says he's in the studio, is what he told me.
Well,
I don't see him. Go ahead and finish the question. I'll keep messaging.
Yeah. All right, so how can I get her to leave my feet? Well, you've been taking her with other dogs. I don't know if I don't know if she's been running with them or not. So you can, I like roving a dog a little bit and teach them how to run and get them to running, and that works pretty good. Getting them to go hunting with other dogs is fine. I don't like, I want to start training mine by themselves, but if she won't leave your feet, and I know some people that they can swat their dogs, switch them, whoop them, and make them go. I think if your timing is correct, that may work. But I'm not suggesting this to this fella. I wouldn't do that. You liable to make do more harm than good.
Yeah.
So I would start doing like drop hunts. So you take them out of the box.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! You take them out of the box. You drop them. Randy Gary.
Oh, he's muted. Hang on.
I unmuted him.
You gotta unmute your phone.
I got him.
You got us?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Man, it's an act of Congress to get you on here.
Happy Halloween!
I'm telling you, it took me 10 years to navigate Pornhub. What the hell did y'all expect?
I got the cops knocking on the door. Hang on.
So, Randy, I appreciate you coming on.
Man, that ain't no big deal. This cost me an evening hunting. That's all right. I'll be mad at them tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna make Shane pay for your, what is it, $2,000 or $3,000 is what it costs you not to go hunting.
Yeah, don't. A haircut ain't that expensive. Look, I got my briar braid in today. There's three
briar braid.
Yeah, 3 reasons I put that in: hunting, hoeing, and work.
So you're not hunting and you're not working.
No, I ain't hoarding. I got a girlfriend too. I was gonna get a haircut and get these luscious locks of love all spruced up, but I'm in between hairstyles because I keep sleeping with them. So I'm trying to get an ugly married one that I won't sleep with.
Oh,
because I have a girlfriend now. Girlfriends complicate shit. Just in case y'all didn't know.
That's a fact. So I don't know if you know it, but Shane or Randy G has a beautiful, luscious lock of hair.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Happy Halloween. I hope you get some tricks and some treats, because that's how it rolls.
Me too.
Shay Mason, you know my buddy Jason Walker?
Yes, Jason messaged me a while ago and wants to know if you got a buck deer lined up for in the morning.
He can kiss my ass. He went out there. to tag my my stand in that he calls the handicap accessible stand. And while he was doing that, he decided he'd shoot my damn deer.
No.
What a buddy.
Hey, I didn't know you went up in there. I didn't know any more white men went up in there.
Yeah.
That is an unbelievable place. We won't say where it's at. We won't say what it takes to get there. Yeah, we won't say that.
Jason said I'm the only person he's ever seen over there. And he's the only person I've ever seen over there.
I didn't know white men went back there. Hey, let me tell you, he took me in there, and you know how the paddle is. Now, you know what it all is.
Yeah.
And I fell, slipped on the muddy bank, and I broke 2 ribs on a cypress knee. And I had to paddle out of there with 2 broke ribs.
Yesterday?
No, this was last year. But I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot it, Han. I'm telling you. That's I can't believe you get in there. You get in there with a squirrel dog?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you got to go through all them beaver dams and pour it over logs and all that with the squirrel dog in the boat.
Yeah.
You're my hero. You're my hero.
Hey, the further you go, the better it gets.
I know.
I've
been as far as you can go. He's nuts. You know, if I stand there with 500 yards from the creek, he calls it handicap accessible. But you're talking about a man that goes, 17 miles to base camp, stays in there, elk guide for 67 days. But today he's a bisexual bitch for shooting my buck. Just saying.
Is he back? Is he back in Louisiana right now?
Yeah, he's back here. He's back here for a little while, only a little while.
Yeah.
He's working on a government job.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
So what kind of hunting you been doing here lately, Randy?
Well, I don't deer hunt. Game wardens creep your Facebook too much for that shit. It's hard to get in trouble rabbit hunting or squirrel hunting. I told one of them game wardens last year, I said, hell, there's 4 of us. If I could go over on rabbits, I'd gladly pay the damn ticket. But I've been in North Dakota for a little while. I was in there for about 3 weeks. And,
what about goose hunting?
What about
duck hunting?
Goose and duck, and pheasant, and grouse, and Hungarian partridge, all kinds of stupid shit.
What about that moose that was in your duck?
Ain't that some shit? Those things are huge. They're up there everywhere. You wouldn't believe it, but that place I've been about 50 miles from Canada. So
wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't have some steel shot in it.
Hey, it wouldn't do you no good, but to piss him off, that thing would kill you.
Huh?
Yeah, they kill more people than bears do and stuff in the United States.
Really?
Yeah. They're nothing to play with, man.
How long was you up there in North Dakota duck hunting?
3 damn weeks, and that was about 10 days too long. I've been 30 years up there for 2 weeks at a time. Then I guided South Dakota on the Indian reservations back when you could.
Yeah.
The girls are ugly.
You can't guide them?
Nope. Can't guide North Dakota or South Dakota. Not unless you're a resident.
What about the girls?
They look like a cross between buffalo and East German weightlifters. Okay. And I got a foot fetish. I like to see pretty painted toenails. The bitches wear galoshes and shit all year. What the hell?
It's probably cold.
Ain't nothing. Cold didn't bother me, but them girls, man,
Huh?
there ain't no pretty girls up there. That's the bad thing about it. We're blessed down in Dixie.
Yeah.
And I like that hair. I should have put mine down.
Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody dressed up as you as Halloween?
Yes, about 5 people. I'm looking at one of them now. That's when you know you might not be famous, but you're notorious. You're infamous.
Let me ask this question: have you seen what I started with the plaques? I'm holding the plaques up. Suns up. Plaques up.
That. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Suns up, guns up. That's mercenary.
That's right.
Shit. I like that.
That's right.
I started saying suns up, plaques up.
Yeah, you're doing good, man. What the hell?
What?
You're a competition hunting. You're doing good. Shit.
Oh yeah. I thought you talked about the damn hair.
No, he got you beat, brother. He got you beat. I'm just saying, he got you beat.
But
the thing about
I
the
am doing
briar
pretty
braid,
good.
look, you see this briar braid? Them girls don't get their toes hung up in you. When you got your hair down, they get their toes hung up in there. You know what I mean?
Huh?
It
You
breaks
giving
your
feet massages?
concentration.
Huh? No, yeah, I was doing pretty good till this past weekend. We didn't do too great.
What
But-
state was you in this past weekend?
Mississippi. There's only about 29 hunts in Mississippi.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them now. There's a whole
Man.
bunch of them.
Oh
Nah.
yeah.
I hunted in Mississippi right here at home. 500 circle come in last place.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that ain't, hey, I ain't been a smart ass, but that ain't Tennessee, is it?
Well, it's not. And I was hunting in a tough spot. The other two casts,
Shit.
there was 7 dogs, and the other 2 casts went to a hunting club. And we had our final cast over there. Every dog over there treated squirrel. We went to the final cast. I was walking through woods, 2 dogs, and there was squirrels running up the tree by me. We covered 3.4 miles on my first cast, and the only 2 squirrels was right next to the road, next to the only patch of water out there.
Man. Well,
Yeah,
sometimes it's like that. But,
yeah.
All you can be is the best dog at that spot. All
Yeah.
spots ain't created equal. That's the key to everything, is drawing the right spot.
Well, we wasn't the best dog at that spot. We wasn't the best dog at that spot that day. Let me put it like that.
Well, he didn't have enough yellow in him then.
Yeller.
I like them yellow dogs, man. I like them.
Yeah.
I like blondes. I like yellow dogs, white and yellow beagles. Shit. But that silver lab didn't stay but a week. My friends threatened to disown me if I kept that silver any longer.
What about them patch hams?
Will you come see them sometime?
Hey,
Well, they run a rabbit.
Come see them sometime. You can't brag on a woman or a dog. They'll break your heart, make a fool out of you. Just come see them and you'll know.
Hey, my office is right down the road from where you live.
Well, why don't you come hang out with me sometime?
I am. So
I won't get you divorced.
we have some other mutual friends. You know Gatorbug?
Yeah.
And Jeremy Knighton.
I talked to him a while ago, Jeremy. Yeah. That's a crazy one. Oh, Jeremy. Know what? You know the deal about him and Jason. They're like neighbors now up yonder.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Jeremy leased that 316 up there, so they like next door to each other, waving. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy said, "Come on up here. You can go squirrel hunting." I said, "Well, you can drive into yours." Oh hell yeah, I can drive. That way you ain't got to make a mile and a 3/4 mile.
Yeah.
What about so your favorite dog you ever owned? Was it Conan?
Conan Woodsraper, yeah. I could never get another like him. I mean, they make fun of him because he treated everything. Well, he somewhat treated. He let you know what grove it was in because he didn't want to be tied and he'd dance around. But he treated wood rats and possums and coons and just squirrel, just everything. If it climbed a tree and it stunk, it was his obligation to produce it. Did a pretty good job of it too.
Meat dog.
But hey, I seen a bunch of competition dogs that were slick treeing idiots. I didn't say
yeah.
all of them. I said a bunch of them, and I ain't gonna lie.
Would you like to name any?
Nope. No, sir. I sure would not. I put some world champions on tape too. No.
Huh?
No.
I have messaged. Ain't no telling how many people are trying to get copies of these videos. I can't get nobody to send me copies of these videos.
You're on there with my old editor at Tom
Well,
Swain.
he ain't interested in giving me none. I'm trying.
I told him he could. He can make all he wants.
Well, I'm trying to buy.
Wild. I got kind of wild. Anytime you have a tour that year and it's called Blood Drops and Wet Spots, that ought to kind of tell you where the hell I was going at the time.
Huh?
They had to lock
Duck?
up their
Was you duck
dads
hunting?
and their sisters at one time.
Was you duck hunting?
Huh?
Duck
No,
hunting?
no. I was tramp making. That's what I was doing. I was tramp making. Yeah. That's
It's
back in the
funny.
day. So a lot of that stuff I don't put out no more. I've tried to mellow out in my old age. You ain't got much choice.
Yeah.
When you get older, they take you to a handicap accessible blind.
Oh, come on now.
Asshole. Oh, he's gonna pay for that shit. I promise you, he's gonna pay for that shit.
So, how often you running them beagles? Or them? I guess the.
I got
Pat
beagles. I got 4 of them farmed out in Texas, and they're running them. And then I'll run these about 3 times a week at least. But later on, it'll hunting season. I'll hunt them 6 days a week. Depends on if it rains real bad or something. One time last year before last, I hunted 19 out of 21 days with the same dogs.
Wow. That's pretty wild there.
Got my name on your collar. You're going to be something or you're going to get down the damn road. I'm just saying. People don't expect them. Hounds and women, they don't expect enough of them.
What about so how many dogs do you try to keep at one time?
I like to have at least 10 because they come in heat or they get their feet cut or they get an eye, their eyes almost shut sometime in deep briars. If you have about 10, you'll always have a pack of about 8. That's what I like. And that's what'll fit in a boat, So a lot of times we get in them boats and go, places.
You put them in the pig
that
roast?
white men don't go. That's how you kill shit. Boy, now you got a mountain cur. Shane, what are you hunting now? Feist?
Well, so I still have some Feist, but primarily I'm hunting a treeing cur. He looks like a cur dog, but he's only about an 1/8 cur. He's mostly hound and bird dog, but he's got a little bit of cur in him, but he's a big old brindle dog.
There's a lot more bird dog in some of them than they'll admit because the color, if you use visual, it was very easy to hide.
Yeah.
I knew a Colton Savoy one time. He said the second generation that Spitz disappears in it, the long hair, in the Cajun squirrel. He said the Spitz after second generation disappears. If you can cover up Spitz in 2 generations, you just imagine the trash that's in the mountain curs that they can cover up.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, they ain't pure as a driven snow. I like OMC.
Allegedly.
I love them to death. And I can't say shit about Kimmer because I know Cane Creek's watching. So I can't say nothing about him. I like them too. Hell, I like everything.
Had a special section on the podcast for him.
Really? He's a fine guy.
We had he wanted to have a Coon hunting, podcast.
I seen that earlier. Yeah.
So we had one.
Yeah.
I said, this is the Coon hunting section.
I remember
and that concludes the Coon hunting section.
Yeah, it's about that long.
I remember when none of them coon hunted.
There's
none of them coon hunted. They didn't coon hunt at all. There wasn't as many mountain curs in the country that coon hunted. Conan came off Sawyer's Rex, which is Squealer's daddy, which was one of the first dogs to win silver in PKC in the night division. And I guess that's where he got it. And plus, when he was young, I shoot some coons out. I wasn't that good a shot, so I probably hit him in the foot or something.
Oh, hey, I seen you
jump out, and they jump out.
Yeah.
And so he hated them from then on. I mean, just literally hated them.
What about you seen some nice ones go? You seen Apache go?
I seen Apache. I seen Hardwood Dagger. I seen I've seen a bunch of the old time famous that
you ever see Street Junior? Did you ever see Street Junior go?
No, I've seen 3 or 4 directly off of Street though, in the Mount Jackson, and I've seen Indian River Dock, And I saw
He was a nice dog, wasn't he? That dog.
he was a good dog. He used to belong to Matt Sims. And
Yeah.
we did Randy and Matt's tour of the nation. He said it was Matt and Randy's. I don't know. But that's what he said. And he had this brilliant idea to haul these little Japanese trucks and sell them across the country. He got a good deal on buying 10 at a time. We looked at our gas. We were someplace in Blue Ridge Mountains, and we were getting 4 and 6 miles a gallon on gas. So he didn't make no money selling them Japanese cars. We were supposed to be gone. One time I was supposed to be gone 21 days, and I went to 14 states, was gone 121 days. So,
wow.
Yeah, right.
Holy smokes.
It's hard to keep a girlfriend. I'm just telling you. They all
It's
say
hard
my
enough to
daddy
keep one
hunted.
staying at home.
That's what they say. I don't know because I don't spend a whole lot of time at home, but that's what they say. Now, both y'all are married?
Mm-hmm.
How long
Yeah,
y'all been married?
I've been married for.
We both
10
just had
years.
anniversaries.
Yeah.
Really? How long y'all been married? Hey, don't be stalling for time because you don't know how long you've been married.
I just went on my
How
10-year anniversary.
about you?
I've been married for 7, but we've been together for 21. We've been together for 21. We dated for 13 years before we got married.
You're a smart man. That's like getting a trial on a dog and keeping it 4 years. Hell,
That's right.
He rented to own.
he did, didn't he? Leased the home.
And we got married on 10/22. That way I wouldn't forget the anniversary. Like, so a 10/22 raffle.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Hell yeah. And she let you hunt like you do? She let you hunt like you do? All right.
Hey,
whose wife can cook hot water cornbread?
My wife can cook anything made.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine can cook, but she don't.
As long as she can. Hey, my buddy come in one day. His wife come in from work one day, and he's got all his tools strode out in the kitchen floor. I mean, just a mess. And he got the stove doors open, and she said, "Honey, is the stove broke?" He said, "The son of a bitch must be. You ain't cooked in 3 weeks."
Yeah.
Mine cooks every night.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, now you was on a roll till you said that shit.
No, I'm being
Every night.
serious.
Well, you live in
Mine
Mississippi, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all still got some decent ones over yonder.
Mine likes to cook.
Yeah. He lives in the foothills of the Mississippi mountains.
Where? By Batesville or something up there?
No.
I didn't know Mississippi had mountains, but he told me they did.
Well,
Where?
technically, if you look at the map,
Where's it at?
you know where Tupelo is?
Yeah. That
I'm
really
east of
ain't.
Tupelo.
That ain't really hills.
It's hilly, but if you look at a map, it is in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Per the map.
Oh, if that ain't some damn shit.
Ah!
I don't know about all that shit.
Listen to me. It's my lie. I'm going to tell it.
Hey, look here. Louisiana highest point, I think, is like 581 feet above sea level. I think it's Driscoll Mountain, and that's what it is, 580 something feet above sea level.
Yeah, our highest point's like 10,000.
Yeah, well, okay, y'all beat the hell out of us.
He's lying. That is not true.
Standing water. That's all we glad.
That's mostly true.
It don't take much to please us.
That's mostly true.
Yeah.
We do have elevation.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
you're
Randy,
coming down to hunt with him this year?
he needs to.
Oh, you said you was going to.
I don't want to come
he
down
has
hunt
to.
with
You
you.
haven't asked your wife yet? Is that what it is?
It's 100% it.
That's what I was thinking.
I got too many hunts scheduled right now.
That's what they make calendars for, Han. I'll show you how to do that shit.
Yeah, that's a lot easier when you're single.
My wife,
Hey,
she was out.
Give me the calendar, you'll be single. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you about my wife. Talk about me hunting. She was with some friends, and I went over to Texas to hunt with Shelby Johnson and Wade Hildebrand.
Yeah.
And one of her friends said, "So you don't? How do you put up with Shane going hunting all the time?" And she said, "Oh, it's not that bad. And, like I know where he's at. And he's not off drinking, and he's not at the bar or anything. So, he he's behaving. And at that exact time, Wade Hildebrand posted a picture of me, kicked back, drinking pulling on a half gallon of Fireball from Shelby Johnson, and her friend seen it and was like this. It embarrassed her, and like you talking about mad, like that might be the maddest she's ever been at me.
Oh, really? Well, is her friend
probably.
single? Because her single friends like to get the married ones broke up so they have somebody to hang at the bar with.
Yeah, no joke.
Follow me for more relationship advice, okay? I'm just saying.
Yo, Randy, the love guru.
I don't drink, and I drank 39 years. You know why? What? It'll make you wake up with ugly girls. It's okay to sleep with them, but you ain't supposed to wake up with them. That's all I'm
Go
saying.
home.
Well, I'm just a little more honest than most people, I think. And the ugly ones are appreciative.
That's true. And normally they can cook.
So that's the ugly fat ones, but we don't do ugly fat ones because they got to have a pretty face. You can be thick, but you got to have a pretty face. I'm just saying. We got standards. They ain't that high. Used to be, but I have a sweet, nice, beautiful girlfriend nowadays.
Yeah. Trying to keep her.
If she can make hunting season.
Make hunting season.
We'll see.
When do you slow down on hunting? What month?
The end of March, because I'm going to go to Kansas and rabbit hunt in March. Because, it's like a dope head, that runs out of dope. Okay, February 28th comes and rabbit season's over, and you go in this deep, dark depression and start sweating and shaking. But if you just gradually go on a few hunts in the month of March, it's not, it's not cold turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What part of Kansas do you go?
Well, I'm going to go up there with my buddy Steve Timmons this year, but I've been all over Oklahoma and that part. It just depends. There's some private stuff. There's a bunch of WMAs. They got a lot of damn rabbits there, man. A lot of rabbits. I'm going to go up.
They have a lot of everything.
I'm fixing to work on my buddy because I'm going up to Flat Bill Outfitters this year, Blue Moors. And I'm going to make a couple hunts in November and December, duck and goose hunts with them. And I'm going to be working on them about some rabbit hunting at that same time.
Yeah. I got a buddy that's got a farm close to Fort Scott in like southeast Kansas.
Oh, really? Has he got a lot of rabbits?
Probably. It's cornfields.
You worried about them deer, ain't you, or turkeys?
No, turkeys. We go up there and hunt turkeys.
That's an addiction all into itself.
I never liked turkey hunting. Never really went until I went up there and kind of got the bug a little bit. And
shoot Rios or Mary?
No, they're Eastern. They're Eastern.
Okay. Well, the line's somewhere in there.
I think it's back west a little bit, I think.
It ain't far. It ain't far. Easterns are smart birds. But I don't hunt them no more because I hunted so much and I was burnt out and I wanted concrete and bleach blondes when turkey season rolled. It was springtime. I was at rut,
Yeah.
Oh, it was your rut.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's kind of how that.
I actually floated in this past year and shot a bird. The same place where we've been talking about.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you go in there, man. Because that's some real deal stuff. Before daylight, and you got to paddle that far and do all that portage, and there's only a certain trail for a certain reason. A regular boat can't get in there, and you got my admiration there because there ain't many white men that go up in there. I'm just telling you, and it's public, and that's really the mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah, I know it.
But the average person, he ain't gonna do it. It ain't in him. No. He ain't got the desire or the ability, or maybe he's a little too damn smart to do stupid shit like that. It's probably some of all of it, if you want to know truth.
Yeah, probably a little bit of everything.
That's the dumb people section. Is that what you're saying?
Man, if you're gonna be tough If you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough. So that's the equivalent to that. Promise you. That's
funny.
You don't realize what he goes through. You don't have a clue what that. You can't describe. Why you think there's no other men in there?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, maybe he'll take you up in there, but after he blindfolds you and shit.
I don't know that I want to paddle that far.
Maybe he'll set you in the front of the boat and he'll you ever seen the bulldog on the hood of a Mack truck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, that could be
Cody.
Yeah. He just paddle you in there.
I've seen the Titanic. I can float off the front.
Well, I ain't so sure. You got a portage in there. You got to get over about 4 or 5 logs, depending on the water level. Go over beaver dams. It's excruciating. Now, you can't get no pack of 10 patch hounds in there. I can tell you that. They'd have to swim behind the P-row. Yeah, you might get one little squirrel dog, but.
So we have this thing that we do called hunt, sell, cull. You get to pick. We're gonna give you 3 dogs' names. One of them you got to cull, one you got to hunt, and one you got to sell.
I want everybody to like me. I ain't doing that shit.
Come on now. It's 3 easy ones.
Yeah, and they're already.
When you're talking about a man's dog, ain't nothing easy.
Well, they're all dead.
Yeah, I want to live a while too.
No, I'm saying the dog's already dead, so you ain't gonna hurt him.
But J-Lo would kill me because
no. This is a good one.
Those bullshit. That one you really don't talk about the dead one. Who did it?
Well, that's the one you went with.
Did somebody else do it?
Yeah. It's all in good fun. Nobody gonna get mad. Yeah.
Kane River did.
He hasn't been on here yet.
Give me 30.
Oh, he ain't been on here yet.
Oh yeah.
He will do it.
All right.
Deucey to Cody and Zach Everhart.
Yeah. All right. So here it is. So hunt, sell, cull. We got Apache. We got Conan and Straight Junior.
Now that's a biased analogy there.
It really is.
So the object is for you to hunt, you to sell and cull those things.
I'm gonna hunt Conan. Now, who I'm gonna sell? I don't want to cull none of them. I'd probably get pretty good money for both of them.
Well,
I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. Mark Morrison is watching me. Okay. There's not many liberal Democrats I'd like to get along with, but he is a lawyer. I'd like to get along with him.
Let me change it then. You ready? We're gonna do Apache, Conan, and Mark Morrison. You gotta
Mark Morrison. Who the hell wants a liberal Democratic lawyer? What the hell? Hey, and I want to know how my podcast is doing against him. How's my podcast
So we're calling Mark.
Yeah, we're calling Mark. Yeah, we're calling Mark.
Chop it block.
Yeah. He's really a Black Creek man anyway. That's funny. Danny Wilkerson called me up after we did that podcast, and he was laughing. He said, "I can't believe you stuck Mark out on that crossbreed blackmouth stuff he used to own." I said, "Yeah." The one that looked like it belonged on a sharecropper's porch. There's a hidden meaning in that. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Oh, Mark. He's a funny one, ain't he?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark. Yeah, he's
funny.
He's a blast. He's a blast, all right.
So you going to do any squirrel hunting this year?
I'm going to go with y'all in wild lecture. Hey, I don't drink Fireball. You be. I'm going to go with y'all.
I can't hear him. Is we losing him?
Yeah, he's back.
Hey.
You hear us?
Hey, I'm going to go with y'all this year. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go with y'all this year, squirrel hunting.
Yeah.
If your wife will let you come.
Well,
And like I said, I don't drink no Fireball.
Dang, don't put me on the spot like that.
Man,
Oh.
hey.
I'm
Give
gonna
me
try
your
to.
sale.
What?
Give me your sale. I'll get you divorced or permission, one or the other. Just give me. I got a way with women. I can talk to her.
I
Well,
don't know that I want one of them
Yeah.
options. I don't know that I want one of them options. So I don't know. It might not be a great idea. But
We get you
that's
down
funny.
here and get them thick girls, all them pictures, and that Fireball in your hand. Oh yeah. You wouldn't have to worry about getting
No,
permission next
we're not
year, I
doing that.
promise you.
That's not gonna happen.
We're not.
Heck
Yeah, we're gonna have some dancing girls.
no,
That's it.
that's not gonna happen.
Damn.
No, not
Oh,
gonna happen.
Lord.
No. I don't.
When you coming down
Cody.
the month of February? When you coming down
The
to
month
hunt?
of February?
That's our only month to hunt. Yeah, that's our only month to hunt. Deer season
Is that
runs
the
so
only
long.
month y'all can hunt? What?
Yeah, rabbits.
Well, we can hunt January 15th. We can start, but most of that stuff's deer season. You know, deer season's going on.
Yeah.
And this ain't like Mississippi. Our stuff don't. You know, y'all can squirrel hunt some days and deer hunt some days. It's not like that here. When do you start, Shane?
I start in Arkansas, so
Yeah, but that don't count.
yeah, like I
Well,
really
see,
start killing.
Arkansas is closed at Christmas, you know, for deer.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Right.
But Louisiana goes guns like the 15th of January.
Mm.
So
See, on Bonnecaw, squirrel season will open in December, like December 5th.
December 5th,
we'll
it
start
opens for
hunting.
rabbits too, but there ain't no rabbits on Baikal. But there is squirrels.
Yeah.
But it's holy as hell. I mean, you make a lot of trees, but you make a lot of dens. You know, the best
It is a
time,
lot of
everybody
dens.
thinks February is the best time to squirrel hunt. It is not. The best time to squirrel hunt is when half the leaves are on the trees, if you could, between Thanksgiving and, you know, the second week of December. That's the best time.
Yeah.
Squirrels feel secure. They think they're hid because they were hid 2 weeks ago, but half the leaves are gone. That's it. And they don't go to dens. And the females aren't bred up, and the males ain't rutting and running, timbering 300 yards back to a hole. But nobody gets to see that because we don't get to hunt that time of year.
Yeah.
When the leaves get off the trees and we get to get out there, it's a whole different creature and not near as productive. But did y'all kill a bunch last year?
I don't kill near as many as what I used to. I'll go up to Jody Mullins. We'll kill a bunch. But I do about maybe.
He's on my tapes. He's on my old video. Yeah. Sure is.
I do about maybe 5 big killings a year now. We're used to. Man, I kill 1,000 squirrels a year, but not now. Just
last year was the worst we've ever had. Probably, I don't know why. It was worst year we've ever had in North Louisiana. I mean, people that always kill squirrels.
Yeah, but we're making a rebound. It's a bunch of acres this year, and we've got a pretty good squirrel population.
You would think there wouldn't be because dry as thin. It was terribly dry, and the acreage still made, which, you know, that's unusual.
Yeah.
So it's Halloween. Y'all gonna treat?
It's
you guys
Halloween.
Well, my kids are banging on the door. They're wanting to go.
My wife's looking for face paint for Waylon. He's gonna be a deer hunter.
I'll be damn. What's she gonna be? We like saloon girls and stuff like that. Yeah, we like saloon girls and stuff like that.
I'm gonna make her keep her clothes on.
They still keep a short leash on them in Mississippi, I see.
Yeah, we're gonna be parents, is what we're gonna be. I might go as Theo.
Responsible.
I might go as Theo Bond.
Responsible adults. I read about that shit before. Yeah, I read about that responsible adults.
You know,
it don't sound like a whole lot of fun.
Bang bang, squirrel.
There you go. There you go.
Just a couple of squirrels looking for a nut.
So,
Couple of nuts looking
how
for
far are
squirrels.
we from Mark Morrison? I need to catch Mark Morrison on that podcast. That's my goal in life.
How far are you?
How far apart are we now? Yeah, he's been
Woo,
out for
Mark
what?
Morrison is actually leading. He's
course,
tough.
he's been out for a year.
Well, that's true. I didn't say that he hadn't. I'm looking. What about what are you gonna be for Halloween, Randy?
I'm probably gonna stay home and mind my business here. My new guy lives in Texas. I've had 4 or 5 call me today trying to get me to come out, but I don't know.
Huh? You don't want to go out and trick or treat?
No, shit, no. Hell no. I'm a diabetic, man. I can't have a bunch of candy no more. So, you know, that's death right there, and you're gonna tote around a bunch of candy. That ain't working.
Yep, I get it. Well, my wife's actually beating on the door. I hate to run off. I'm finna have to get off here.
Mine too. I got Darth Vader.
Yeah. Bring her in here. And let's see when you're coming to Louisiana.
No,
when you
no.
To Louisiana.
She's more of an off-screen kind of person.
Boy, I tell you what, you get to stammering and stuttering, huh? And she done got him collar broke. You at least tone trained. Don't give me no shit.
Yeah, she got that garment on him.
That's it.
To be honest, she thinks it's stupid to do this kind of stuff. So.
Oh, she does. Ride the lightning.
She's not a big
That's
guy.
what she told him. All right,
Ride the lightning.
It's been a blast, and I appreciate it. Hey, now you gonna post this on my Facebook, or how do you got to?
I'll share it on your Facebook,
so I can tell my.
Yeah, we'll share. Yeah, we'll share a link on there.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, no problem. Next time you say Jason Walker, you tell him he's a bisexual bitch for shooting my deer. You got me?
I will.
All right.
We're gonna be hollering at you, Randy. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Woo!
That was great.
Randy.
That was great. Randy Garrett.
Randy.
Hey, like, you know, kind of one of my heroes. I like old Randy.
Yeah, my pros.
You're froze. Yeah. It's just me now, baby. Now, this is the Shane show. Now, I'm going to tell you.
What in the world?
Like, you've been crimping my style anyway. Like, right here's the real talent. I think Cody's wife has cut his power off to his computer.
Can you hear me?
Mine's about to. I can hear you, Cody. I cannot see you though.
Well, tell him right quick, the guy that was asking questions, how to keep his dog from being ill at the tree.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. So what I would do, I would try to fix it in the yard first. So I'd feed that dog with the other dog. So if a dog's going to jump on a dog, they're for sure going to do it when they're eating. I do it there. When if it did try to jump on another dog, and I just started doing this, but it works. It works really good. David Hildebrand taught me this. I jump on that dog over the top of it, put my knee on its shoulder, on its head, and I make a sound like shh, 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 on top of it, over the dog with it pinned down. And that's showing your dominance over that dog. I start there. And I've done this here recently and broke dogs at the food bowl, and it does not show up in the woods. But let's say if it did, I would immediately do the same thing. Get over the dog, and assert my dominance, like I'm the alpha, and we're not going to play that. Is how I address that. Now, there's a lot of ways to do it. You can do it with a collar or whatever. That I think that would be probably like if this didn't work, but I feel like that will probably work. It would work for me, and
Yeah.
Like it blew my mind, really.
That-
But I've seen it. I've seen it work a couple times.
That's that. What's that Asian guy's name? Han, the old whisper.
I think it's Caesar. I
That's
think
it.
it's
Caesar Milan.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it works. I've seen it firsthand. Not only me, but I've seen it firsthand, and I started applying it. It works. I'm telling you.
I like it. All right. So I think that kind of covers his. I know, man, I've got to go trick or treating. It's
Yeah,
already
me too. Hey, so something I did last night. You see this right here? Look on that screen, Cody.
dock some
Oh
tail.
yeah, that's some tails. So here's what's up. We have that sugar free, the infamous, the one, the only. She is a direct daughter at a bone collector, and she's got 8. There's 7 tails there. I left one long tail for a tomcat, but there's 7 tails there that I docked. She is bred to the mighty Messiah of Showstopper Kennels. Now this could go down in history as a great 8. Like it's 8 pups there. I think they're going to be fantastic. If you're looking for a pup, find Paul Mason on the interweb. Hit him up. Most are spoken for. There might be a couple, and just maybe, if the stars and moon align, you might can get one of these fine extreme Holsteins.
So what he's trying to say is they're going to be selective who get them.
Yeah, they might all be spoken for now. I know most of them are, but
you can't announce that they're not spoken for.
Well, there's a few.
Okay. All right. So 8 world champions.
At least. Like, there's probably some multiples in there.
That will at least bark. Minimum.
Oh, they're going to be squirrel treaters. Watch.
Yeah.
I like the squirrel hounds. I'm becoming a big fan of squirrel hounds.
I guess.
These are 3/4 Walker, quarter LU pointer.
I like it.
I had a Showstopper Messiah and State Line Sugar Free.
I've heard great things. All right, final notes and quotes.
Well, I'm going to go trick-or-treating with Dark Vader, a Dalmatian puppy, and Bale from Beauty and the Beast.
Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my daughter's Harley Quinn and my son's a deer hunter.
Oh, wow. I bet the Harley Quinn's going to be cool.
Yeah. No, we're probably going to wear long breeches. So we might wear the jacket, but we'll wear the long breeches. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You got any
so
final quote?
What do you think about the Randy Gary? Okay, yeah, I got a final quote. A Randy Gary quote. That every man's dream, every man's nightmare.
All right. Well, I'm going with tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn.
That's deep.
Two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's deep. I'm gonna reserve my comments. So Cody, I'm gonna reserve my comments to not say something dirty, but Cody Moreland, it's there's candy to be got. And I got to roll. My old lady has been burning my phone up. So I got to go, man.
All right, guys. Thank y'all. Like us, subscribe us, watch us, share us. Peace.
Peace.